Hey, what's happening out there, everyone? This is Lawrence. I really don't think that I should have to do this, but I kind of feel as if I'm somewhat obligated to do this because there are people out there who just don't get it. They don't get it. I am 32 years old. I am blind. I am also on social media. And you can check out my social media stuff. I'll put it in the I'll put the links in the description. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But actually, you know what? My TikTok account is actually just little. It's just little things of me promoting what I got coming up on the YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna put my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram up there. But I want to explain my social media policy. The reason why I am such a stickler for people to post a description of a picture that they post to my timeline or in any capacity. And this has been going on for many years, folks. Many years I've asked people, start out nice, but after 6 years and people just not getting it, I can't take it anymore. People got to know what's up. And it's kind of fitting because today is the 17-year anniversary of this story happening. And this story is 100% true. This isn't fake. This isn't clickbait. This is the stone cold truth, people. Here's what happened. So, in ninth grade English, I had a teacher. One of these teachers who is incompetent and has no business at all being a teacher, in my opinion. The first thing we had to do in this course, we had to read The Miracle Worker, which is okay. We watched the movie, which is good. It's a very nice story. Helen Keller, deaf and blind. She overcame adversity from her dear friend Anne Sullivan. She excelled tremendously in life, an inspiration to everyone. Just fantastic. So we had to do some sort of project where we had to include pictures. Now, this is 2002. And at the time, this teacher was about 22, 23, I'd say. And her rules were as follows. The pictures had to be either hand-drawn or clipped from a magazine. They couldn't be like clip art from Microsoft or like an image you found on, whatever the websites were back in the day. Because back in the day, we didn't have Google Images. Google Images didn't quite exist. Like if you wanted to, if how it goes. Went back then. But so I did this project, but I turned it in no pictures. I figure, hey, look, if Helen Keller didn't really jive with pictures, why should I? So and the other thing is I didn't really like the vibe she was giving off anyway. So a couple of months later, we got to do some poetry book, which is fine. I don't mind poetry. It's fun. It's very, it's creative. It's a fun outlet. You can have a lot of fun with it. So I go to my parents and I say, hey, look, I don't want to repeat of the last time. I turned it in no pictures. They're like, okay, yeah, that is a good point. So we talked it out and we're like, okay, and we say, okay, we reached a pretty quick medium, and that was, well, how about if you just ask if you can put down a description of what you would draw? I'm like, all right, that should work, right? So I go into the class next day, November 14th, 2002. We do the daily oral language, whatever the heck it was. And then we're just getting ready to get things going. And I raise my hand and I say, yes, Miss Lee, I would like to, what I would like to do is, in regards to this poetry thing we're doing, if it's all right with you, I'd like to, instead of having an actual picture, I'd like to put a description of what I would put in place of the picture. What do you think? Her exact words, and I will remember this until the day I am dropped in a box. Her exact words, quote, no, get your mommy to help you, unquote. That room fell dead silent. It was almost as if every student in that room kind of gave her the 1,000-yard stare, like as if to say, did you really just say that? You're a high school teacher, you just said that, and you said that to a guy who is blind. That is not gonna work. Well, I'll tell you something right now, folks. You're damn right I got help from my mom. I went home, called my mom up, and I said, hey, she's not letting me do it. My mom at the time was a school nurse, by the way, so she had a lot of connections. So she knew who to call. She knew who to go to. She got this woman on the phone, and it got pretty damn ugly from what I hear. From what I heard was this teacher was making ridiculous accusations, one such that my mom was not spending enough time with me. Bull crap. And she also tried to do the thing of, well, if you can do your son's work for him. And my mom's reaction was, wait, stop right there. My son is in 9th grade. I will gladly help him with his homework. I won't do his homework for him. And it didn't help things that this teacher had received complaints in the past from the English department about her. So she's already, so already we're dealing with a bad egg. So after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, however long it was, she relented. She caved. She's like, all right, you can do it, but they better be good. And you know what? They were good. And when all was said and done, when that poetry book, well, actually, you know what? Hang on. I'd like to give a little bit of an aside here. Like, go chronologically. So that was November 14th, 2002. All right, here we go. Now we jump ahead to November 22nd, 2002. It's English class. We wrap up the daily oral language. She goes in front of the class. She goes, okay, I want to talk to everyone about all of your grades here. Not looking so good. In this course, we have 11 Fs. There was one A. Gosh, to the right goes, yeah, Lawrence. Everyone else has B's, C's, and D's, whatever the numbers were. She goes, I'm calling everyone this weekend. You know why there's only one A in this course is because there's a student here, he has extra help. You guys don't get that. Which I kind of think was a nice way of saying, last week I got admonished big time, and now I am just so afraid I'm going to spin it my own way, and these kids are going to eat it up. And they believed it. They believed it. They did not know. They didn't know. So 2 weeks later, poetry book, turn it in. A couple days later, I get it back. Perfect score. Now I'm starting to think that she was afraid of me from that point on. And you know what? That's great. I hope I put the fear into her for the rest of her days. Because from that point on, whenever we would pass each other in the halls at the high school, she would always just greet with a simple, hi, Lawrence. And that was it. That was it. So that is why I'm very adamant about pictures getting described on my social media. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.